This is How to Hide an Octopus by Ruth Heller. She's the same one who wrote about the eggs, that chickens aren't the only ones we read a couple weeks ago. How to Hide an Octopus and Other Sea Creatures by Ruth Heller. She did the illustrations and the words. And she thanked Warren C. Frauenhofer. If you take a careful look, you'll see how creatures in this book are camouflaged and out of view, although they're right in front of you. She likes to rhyme too. As quick as a wink, it turns to pink, or green or blue or any hue. And if you think that's not enough, its skin can turn from smooth to rough. This creature is an octopus and very often hides by changing to the color over which it glides. Can you see the octopus hidden there? It's not easy. Look at that. It swam by this coral and it turned into that color. Its relative, the cuttlefish, could do the same if it should wish. The stripes that he is sporting show that he's been courting, but he can make them fade away. Slowly, or without delay, see, no longer has the stripes. The sargassum fish, grotesque at best, looks just like its seaweed nest. So here's the fish, here's the seaweed, and then when he goes in there, you can barely see him. The giant red sea dragon is the most bizarre of all the creatures seen so far, with ribbons of skin that grow from its chin and from its belly and back. They spread from its head and trail down from its tail, and it's easy to see why its enemies fail to find where it feeds. So I don't know if you can see it. Here's the giant red sea dragon. It looks like it's a kind of seahorse. You see his head right there, but look at all this stuff trailing from his body. And there he is, in among the red weeds. You can barely see him, and so his enemies, they might want to eat him, but they'd have to find him first. He's camouflaged. The shrimp fish hides and lives and dines head down among the sea urchin's spines. Oh, so here they are. They're coming down in here, and once they're in here, you can barely see them because they have that blue stripe, just like the sea urchin. Heads up, the pipefish like to play, and with the grasses drift and sway. So here's the grass in the ocean floor, which is also called seaweed, and then if you look carefully, you can see the pipefish hiding there. Very good camouflage. The butterfly fish has been designed by God to make it very hard to find. And it's swimming in here among the coral. The decorator crab is drab and will not rest until it's dressed. So it proceeds to don some weeds and barnacles and sponge, you see, and even an anemone. So here he is down here, but he's got all these things on him, kind of like the hermit crab that we read about, who decorated his house. Because the world is hostile, all creatures need protection. They need to hide so thoroughly that they defy detection. So some of them use camouflage to fade away with ease from predators who like to dine upon these predities. But predators to live must eat, so also fade and are discreet. And then their prey on which they sup can't see who's going to eat them up. Isn't that incredible how God designed animals so that they could be camouflaged, so they can't all be eaten up? That is a good book, How to Hide an Octopus.